Hello and welcome to my YouTube channel. Favor Jerry here. Trust is one of the bedrock for every thriving relationship. Any relationship you see out there doesn't mean there is a level of trust from both parties. Trust takes time, consistency, and it takes effort. You have to put in some level of effort for trust to be built in your relationship. The very first thing you need to do to build trust in your relationship is be honest. Honesty is very important. Truth is, little lie here, little insincerity here, put together becomes, weighty and becomes something of a big deal. In your conversations, talking about situations and addressing matter. Be sincere. No matter how difficult it is to say the truth at every point in time when you're asked, it is better not to say anything about that situation than to say what's not true. So gradually, when you're consistent in telling the truth, along the line, you build trust. Keep your promises. Don't make promises that you won't be able to keep, right? So it is important to keep your promises. Let your yea be yea and your nay be nay. When you make a promise, ensure to keep it. When you say you are going to do something, don't go behind and do something else. It kills trust. So to build trust in your relationship, you need to make promises that you can keep and keep every promise that is made. There's a common saying that promise and fail is a sin. In this regard, I would say that promise and fails breaks trust in your relationship. So ensure to keep your promises at every point in time, and gradually you discover you build a level of trust in your relationship. Do what you say you will do and ensure to communicate appropriately if plans fail. Let's say you earlier made a promise as regard, I'm taking you out on a date today, and eventually probably something came up and you're not able to do that. Ensure to communicate respectfully to your partner, and I believe they will understand rather than, just bluntly not keeping your promise and not saying anything about it until you are asked, or not saying anything about it at all. Show up consistently. Let your partner know that they can depend on you at every point in time in both little situations and bigger situations. Ensure to show up. Show up, very important. One of the things that got my attention in my husband, one of the things that made me accept his proposal is the fact that he shows up. They know that they can count on you and they can trust you. They know that you won't fail them. And even when you do, they will understand that it wasn't intentional. So to build trust in a relationship, you have to be consistent at showing up. My husband shows up basically at every point in time that I needed my loved ones around me. He was always there. He was consistently there. There was none of my birthdays since I met him that he wasn't present. I had my book launch before we got married. He was present. I had my album launch. He was present. In short, he mobilized people to also be available. He was available at my graduation ceremony from the university and all of that. So that is a way to build trust. When you do that, when you show up for your partner consistently, you build a level of dependency on your mistakes. To build trust, you must own your mistakes. Don't go about making excuses for the mistakes you made. Apologize appropriately, genuinely, and sincerely. That alone will build a level of trust in your partner. Next, I would say you should communicate openly to build trust in your relationship. You both should get to a point that you can openly communicate and there's no sense of judgment, no sense of backlash. Be consistent with communicating openly, and that alone will build trust in your partner. So yeah, building trust in your partner takes time. Like I earlier said, it takes consistency and it takes effort. And this is one of the effort you need to put in to build trust in your relationship. Ensure to communicate openly. Don't keep your hurts, don't keep your grievances. Be open at all times. Lastly, give it time. Trust don't happen overnight. It takes a gradual process to be able to trust someone. So you have to give it time and put in the necessary efforts that, like I earlier said, and you will see yourself trusting your partner, and you see your relationship blossoming. So when I talk about giving it time, if you meet someone for the very first time, the level of trust you have for the person is different from your parents you've spent your entire life with. So it takes time, to build trust. So just give it time, be open to, carrying out all the necessary things you need to do to build trust in your relationship. And yeah, that's you have it. How to build trust in your relationship. Thank you so much for viewing. Ensure to click the like button, drop a comment, and subscribe. Share if you can. See you in my next video. Until then, goodbye for now. God bless you.